What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nu. I'm back with another video. Happy Tuesday, first and foremost, guys. And if you don't know, now you know. This is Tell Tuesdays, where every Tuesday I tell something. And yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I just want to put that out there before we start, guys. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's get to 1,000. We are on the road to 100K, but let's do 1,000 first. Let's do 1K first, guys. I'm trying to get my channel monetized because I love YouTube and I've been consistent. Y'all seen your girl, but I dropped my shrimp. OMG. Y'all seen your girl has been consistent with my content. So what y'all waiting for? I have the views, but it's like the subscribers is like, they slowly coming. I'm grateful. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but let's get to 1,000, y'all. Let's get the channel monetized so we can make money off of it. Don't y'all like me enough? Anyway, I have been getting requests to do like mukbangs. So that's why most of the time when I'm here giving y'all story time for story time Saturdays or either Tell Tuesdays, I'm eating because it has been requested. And yes, I want to give y'all what y'all like, and I also want to incorporate things that I like. You know, relationships are give and take. So me building my relationship with all my subscribers and supporters, I love y'all. Thank y'all. We have a give and take relationship. But I have the sauce that I be making: potato, egg, shrimp, and lemon today. I do have crabs, guys, but I really just wasn't in the mood to eat no crabs because y'all know I'm allergic to crabs. However, I just can't accept the fact that God has made me allergic to that when God knows I've been eating it all my life. So I'm in the, I don't want to say I'm in the now process, but it's just like I haven't came to the acceptance part of it yet. Anywho, and today it is really good too. And today, Tell Tuesday, let me tell y'all how I don't even know what to call them. The staff at a certain plasma spot, and I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to get sued. They are so unprofessional. And y'all, I literally thought it was just at the one in Philly. No. Well, I will say this. The one in Franklin Mills, their staff is very professional. Very polite. Me and my sister work at a plasma spot in, I believe that was Montgomery, Delaware County. And y'all, staff there are the ghettos of the ghetto. Yeah, I don't even mean like as far as like staff to staff relationship, you know. They are actually very ghetto to the people that come here to donate as well. Like, why are you sitting up there talking about your experiences outside of work? You know what I mean? Like, that has nothing to do with work. And I just feel like people like that they'll never go anywhere in life. And my sister was like, they don't want to go anywhere either. But it's hard for me to believe that some people don't want to elevate in life. You know what I mean? And granted, these people are grown. I'm talking grown, which means they know better. So, the one plasma spot that me and my sister worked in together, my sister was getting bullied there. And it was just like so petty. But they were trying to bully her. And it was like so petty. It was just like she was getting bullied by like a girl. Sorry, I got something in my tooth. I got racist. A girl and a guy that was he was a part of the LGBTQ community. And I'm not even saying nothing. I don't have nothing against that community. You know, be who you are. But I mean, I just feel like there's a time and a place for everything. You know what I mean? Work is for you to be professional, not ghetto, not acting like you on the streets, not bullying other employees because of the way they walk. Because my sister was like, the one guy was like, oh, why you walk like that? Boy, why do you care? So my sister was like feeling really intimidated or whatever, going to work. So that's why I ended up applying, because she was getting bullied, and when she told the manager, she didn't make it no better. She just was like not really enforcing anything, not really doing anything about it or nothing. And don't get me wrong, the manager seemed like she was real cool. She was an older woman. She seemed like she was about her business. She was very professional. She spoke very educated, but that don't mean nothing, y'all. Don't let that fool you. I feel like people that can't separate their personal life from their professional life are the ones that work in those plasma centers for the most part. I'm not even playing. And my sister said the same thing, because they allow that stuff there. I'm sure corporate would not be happy about the customer dissatisfaction that's going on, about the unprofessionalism that's going on. It's just a mess. Like, y'all, I goes to this other plasma center. Mind y'all, my sister had already put me D and told me like they ghetto there too, or they real ghetto, they just real this, they real that. But I'm just like, you know, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and see what my experience will be like, because my experience might not be her experience, you know? And plus, I'm just an optimistic person. Like, just because somebody might tell me like, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, I do believe you. However, I just feel like that's your experience. You know what I mean? So, y'all, this other plasma spot was, I'm trying to think, which one would be worse? They neck and neck. They are neck and neck. The people there, you can tell they don't like their job. You can tell they don't like to work. You can tell they hate where they are in life, in real life and professionally. You can just tell. And some people know how to leave their problems at the door, you know, when they enter work. And some people just don't. And they just don't, y'all. My sister even had to call corporate on them a couple times because it just was so bad. Now, like I said, I don't have nothing against the LGBTQ community. Let me reiterate that. So I hope no one take offense to it, and I hope no one come in my comments and rant and go on as if I'm talking to you. If the shoe don't fit, don't try to wear it. So I goes there, mind you, the one girl, she checked me in, but listen, y'all, I seen her walk to her cubicle. There was nobody in the other cubicles, and I was the only one in the line. So I'm like, I go to her cubicle and was like, hey, can I come here so you can check me in? She was like, yeah, you can sit down if you want. Y'all, not even like next or yes, how can I help you? Next person waiting to be helped. Nothing. So I'm like, if I would never said nothing, I guess I would have just been standing there. Granted, it's not my job to say anything. It's her job. You get what I mean? So I'm just like, I'm just taken back by it. I'm taken back a bit. Not even gonna lie. So I'm like, okay. Excuse me. She was like, she asked me, no, it was another girl. She didn't say nothing to me first for a little bit. So I'm just sitting on the chair just waiting, you know. So this other girl was next to her in her cubicle. She started talking about where she was going at the night, who she was going out with, how her boyfriend said the place that she wanted to go to was too high because it was $37 per person. I'm just listening like, this is all unprofessional, like to the max. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could talk to her about that on your lunch break or when you clock out. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, y'all. The sauce went down the wrong bite. I was like, ugh. So that was strike number one. She like, oh yeah, girl, it wasn't bad. I had one with my boyfriend. They serve drinks and stuff like that. The drinks is real good. And I'm just like, ugh. It be our own people. And I'm not a racist, but guess what? Guess what her ethnicity was? I'm just like, oh my goodness. So, excuse me, I didn't have a mask on at this point. So I'm just like fronting my face up because I'm really irritated. I'm texting my sister or whatever, telling my sister. My sister like, girl, they ain't gonna never be nothing in life. You could be corporate, you could be anybody. They don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, somebody is always listening. I'm like, ugh. So she started taking my vital signs and stuff. Then she was like, her phone rang or something, but it rang on her watch. Like, if y'all got an Apple Watch, y'all know that if your phone ring and it's connected, it's gonna ring on your watch too. Why isn't your phone on vibrate while you at work, my girl? Why is it ringing while you getting my blood pressure? It's like, two. So I'm just like, the unprofessionalism is at a high rate up in here. And this is crazy. So she was looking at her watch. She ignored the call or whatever she did. And then I guess her home screen came on. She was like, oh my goodness, my cat. My mom is sending me a picture of my cat. She's texting me a picture of my dog. She was like, look, I have a cat and a dog. I'm just like, I-D-G-A-F, all caps. I don't care. Because, girl, you already pissed me off because you're unprofessional. Like, I don't care about your cat, dog, bat, or rat. I don't care. So I'm just like, okay. She was like, do you have cats? I'm like, no. Yo, whole time I got a big cat. Y'all know my big cat coffee. I'm like, no. Because they pissed me off there. So I really wasn't about to give you no conversation. I'm not even going to lie. So I'm like, no. She was like, oh, what about a dog? I'm like, no. So I'm telling my sister. My sister laughing so bad in the text, y'all. Because she's just like, you so funny. So she started being like, I can't wait to get off. I'm tired of being here. Blah, 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 blah. And now she's talking back to the girl in the other cubicle. But I just feel like there's nothing, no, like, understand this. If you work in any kind of field that deals with handling people or making or being responsible for a person's well-being, we don't want to hear that. Because to me, what I heard was, I don't like my job. I'm not going to do it to the best of my ability. I'm not going to make sure people are okay to the best of my ability. Whatever happens to them, oh well. I hate the job anyway. That's what I hear. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like, if you was going to the doctors, if your family member was hospitalized, or you was hospitalized, or you was giving birth, you don't want a doctor, a physician there taking care of you that hate their job, because they're not going to do their job to the best of their ability, which means that your health can decline at any point, and they're not going to do their job to the best of their ability. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same scenario. So that's why I be taking it so seriously, like I do, and I just get a whole attitude about it. So I'm just like, ugh. Where they find these people at? I go to the front. I'm like, she was finished doing my writing and stuff. I'm like, oh, let me go to the front and get a mask, because I forgot to grab one when I came in. So I'm like, they got the mask box, y'all, on the countertop as soon as you walk in. No mask in there. So I'm like, do y'all have any more masks? Because this box is empty. And my thing is, I know they knew it was empty, y'all, because they were standing right there having a whole conversation. This man and this lady, they were standing there that worked there. They were standing there having a whole conversation where the mask box was at. So you see what I see before I come over here to see it. You know what I'm saying? And that lets me know that you're lazy. It takes nothing for you to put another mask box, a box of masks on the countertop. You know? It's not for somebody like me to come in here and tell you that. That was strike 89. So the guy like, oh yeah, here's another box right here. So I'm like, okay, I get some masks, go to the back. Go to the back. They were like next. The guy was like next. He was LGBTQ. He identified as one of them. But and the only reason why I'm seeing it is because the way he was acting pissed me off. Like he had such attitude. He was not professional. Like, it's okay to be who you are, but be a professional. It's a time and place for everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all why it pissed me off, because he was like next, but I really didn't hear him, because you know, when masks on, y'all, you really can't hear a person over their mask, to be honest. So you gotta kind of like excuse me for saying make your pitch a little higher, because people can't hear you with your mask on, and he should know that. We've been in COVID for a long time. Everybody who's anybody knows that, because everybody and their mom had to wear a mask at one point, you know. So he was like next, I didn't hear him. He was like next, I didn't hear him. He was like, I said next. So I come in and I'm just like, listen, you do know that with your mask on, it's hard for anybody to hear you. You don't have to say you said next. So right off the bat, me and him got off to a bad start, period. So he ain't want nothing to do with me. Like, he was not going to check me in. He was not going to do my plasma withdrawal. He was not going to do none of that. And I really didn't want him to do it anyway, because he was unprofessional and he was ghetto. I said next. Who are you talking to? You know, like, it's a time and a place for everything. You're at work. Remain a professional. So when I was like, you do know that blah, 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 the girls was like, oop, yeah, And I think all he was a lead phlebotomist. Like, he was acting like he was a supervisor, the manager. Dude, you're a lead phlebotomist. Chill, because that's the highest you'll ever go, because of your attitude. Your attitude stinks, and you don't know how to be professional. So I just hooked up. The girl that came over there to hook me up was like, she was like, assalamu alaikum. I'm like, walaikum assalam. I didn't know she was a Muslim, because she didn't have her. She had like regular hair out. So I'm saying all this to say, if I knew she was, I would have said it to her first. So she didn't even explain to me what she was about to do or anything like that. Like, she didn't say, oh, I'm about to do this and I'm about to do that. Now, y'all, I've worked in healthcare for many moons. I worked in different healthcare settings, and I know that before you touch anybody, or anything, you go over there, you introduce yourself, you say hello, and you let them know what you're about to do. You don't just go over there touching people and not telling them what they're about to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially like, period. So that was that or whatever. So I'm just like, are you gonna explain to me what you're about to do? And she was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. No, you're not. So she goes and explains to me what she about to do. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. I'm sitting there, I'm withdrawing, I'm getting my plasma withdrew, blah, 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 blah. The same guy that was like, I said, next. He over there being so loud, he twirling, he singing, he dancing. It's like, what are you doing? You're at work. He's sitting up there calling girls HOs and all kinds of stuff. Loud. I'm just looking like, this is the Ghetto. Like, okay. This is hood. This is Ghetto. This is ratchet. This is not for me. So my plasma withdrawal was finished. Excuse me, y'all. My plasma withdrawal was finished, and I ended up. I'm sorry about the snoring in the background, guys. My plasma withdrawal was finished. I ended up being done, and the girl did not want to come to. The man who seen that when we got up to the back store, he seen that mine was done. He was like, oh, I'll come do yours. So I'm just looking. Then he was like, oh, no, never mind. I'm not. And rightfully so, I didn't care because I didn't want you touching me anyway because I don't like you. I don't like your attitude. You got a bad attitude. You unprofessional than a mug. And it's nothing I like about your professionalism. I don't like you as an employee. Customer service level, 0. -0. Experience, -0. So another girl came over there and unhooked me and all that stuff, and then I just got up and left. But then he goes all the way to the front of the building, and people were still coming in, mind y'all. It was like 2:30. The center closed at 3 o'clock. He like, no, we closed. I'm locking the door. We closed. Nobody else not coming in here. We're closed. No. So people was walking in. He like, no. I'm just like, that's how people get hurt in the world because it's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to talk to people. It's a way to tell people that they're closed. It's a way to do everything. You're not closed until 3 o'clock, says corporate. You're a worker. Stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with being a worker, but stay in your lane. Stop acting like you the boss. You're not the boss. You have a boss. You have somebody to answer to. You're a worker. Stay in your lane. And if corporate was there, he would not be acting like that, y'all. Like I said, people do stuff because it's allowed. And it's what people allow. You get what I'm saying? I don't like it. So I'm just leaving out, and I'm just telling my sister or whatever. My sister, like, I'm texting her. She like, girl, them people are never going to be nothing in life. They don't want to even be anything in life anyway. That's why they act the way they act, because they don't care. They don't want to be nothing in life. I'm just like, ugh. Take them, fire them all, and bring a whole new batch in. That's how I feel. It was just a mess. They start singing. They start modeling like they was on the runway, strutting they stuff. I'm just like, where you think you at? Y'all, horrible experience. When I went to Franklin Mill one, best experience ever. Very professional, very nice. Tell you what they gonna do before they do it. They professionalism is on 1,000. The other place can't say the same. And I'm just like, this not even a place. It's so bad, y'all. I said this not even a place I will apply for a job because I know them people would tick me off. I don't like unprofessional. I like people who are unprofessional. It really bothers me when you're supposed to be professional. Like, I don't like it. I can't stand it. But y'all, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Can we get to 1,000, please? I've been begging y'all. Thank y'all. See y'all.